right, we're live.
All right, new episode.
New year. New year, new
First,
us.
first real episode of the year.
Yeah, not that game of the year BS.
That one
That was
like
fun.
doesn't even it kind of doesn't count as like a typical episode. It's like a special edition.
Yes, very much so. I agree.
So like it's actually been a bit since we've just talked like about like the week in games.
True. Yep.
But how was your break? What'd you do over your holiday break?
Oh my god, it was so good. So the first week I had off,
Right.
I still kind of like answered emails and phone calls as I needed to just to make sure things were okay. The second
That
week I
sucks.
turned my phone off completely. I
Nice.
wasn't
Whoa.
just couldn't get a hold of me. And things didn't burn down and everything went okay. And more importantly, I like completely rejuvenated. So I went into work like fine when I went back,
Wow.
no issues.
Got a whole year's worth of rest.
Honestly, yeah, it was good. I kind of wish I had watched more movies in that time, but I was catching up on like some TV shows and of course games because of our Game of the Year thing. So, but like there
Right.
were a bunch of movies I put on the back burner that I still haven't seen all year, basically. Uh, but
Okay.
I caught up on Pluribus in that break.
So you watched the whole all of it then.
All of it. Well, yeah, all 9, unless there's another episode I don't know about. 9 episodes is a weird number, so
No, everything's out. It's been out for a couple weeks. It's done.
yeah. I felt pretty lackluster about a lot of it, except I thought that ending was kind of like, okay, there's going to be some fun next season, I think.
I think the first two episodes are great, and the last two episodes are great, and then the middle ones I think could have been condensed down to like 2 episodes.
There's some good stuff in there, but yeah, it's plotting, I think, like just kind of taking its time to kind of do whatever. Also,
It was too slow for me.
yep, no, that's fair. And I thought everybody that acted in it is great, but I hate like all of those characters. I can't stand any of them, and that's
I
fine.
mean, my big problem with Carol is that like for almost the entirety of the season, she's like behind everyone. She doesn't know like
Uh-huh.
we know more about what's going on than she does, and it's not like we're seeing scenes she's not seeing or whatever because she's arguably one of the furthest ahead out of like I don't know the two main people.
Hmm.
But like just it takes her so long to realize like no they're being serious, and it's like come on, how did you not like what are you talking about?
Yeah, like I don't know. I hate Carol's character, but it's fine because like character development means that sometimes you hate a character and then you like them later. Like it is what it is. I don't care about that. I just don't like her
Well, I
at
also
all.
think you're supposed to dislike her.
Well, I don't dislike her because she's a jerk, like you were saying though. I dislike her because she's a fucking idiot. Is kind of the thing. Like I don't know. I have issues with that show, but not enough to not watch it. Like I felt it was okay.
Sure.
Yeah. And I watched Stranger Things. I caught up on that season. Each episode is like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So that was basically like watching 5 movies or whatever.
I mean, I'm not a Stranger Things person, but I'm not surprised in the runtimes. The Duffer Brothers want to make movies.
Totally.
They
Yep.
just want to make movies these days, and Netflix would not let them do it. And now that's why they have like a deal now with Paramount.
Totally. Yep. I mean, that final episode was released completely separate from the rest of the season by itself on New Year's Day, and they released it in limited theater runs as well because it is a 2-hour episode. So, yeah, they
Yeah, I
want to
saw
make
it in the
movies.
theaters here. Yeah.
Yeah. That show's okay. The way it's been hit and miss for a while, the way it wraps up is pretty stupid, but in a way that I could get behind. Like, it was fun. So that's all I wanted.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember
Anything
what else. Yeah, probably. I don't remember off the top of my head. There's so many more shows that I needed to catch up on that I still haven't either. Like it's crazy. This year was crazy for shows.
Trying to think where I'm at that we haven't mentioned yet. Fallout.
Yeah, I've been watching Fallout. Yep. Not
have-
as good
I
as the
have
first season, but I like it still. It's still good.
I have screeners for it, so I've been ahead for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the full season though. They only sent out screeners for the first 6 episodes. But I've had those since like late last year.
And they're episode 5 right now out, I think.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Along.
Maybe 4 even. I think the thing I don't like as much about this season is that they are doing a bunch of different stuff, and I think Pernell is just so good and so charismatic that every time they kind of pull away from her and the ghoul, I kind of care less, and they do it a lot. That's like my issue. It's still fun.
I thought Kumail Nanjiani's character was fun when you showed up.
Yeah, I didn't like him at all.
Okay.
I'm glad what happened with him. Also, that was a big moment. And so far, it kind of got swept under the rug a little bit. I'm sure it'll come back, but like they kind of swept it under the rug.
What else have I been watching? I don't think anything else like that new at the moment. The Pit, I think, comes back today.
Oh, yeah, you're
So
a big fan
excited.
of The Pit. That's right.
Pit's fantastic. So I'm going to start that up any day now. Probably on my flight next week. I'll probably start it.
Oh, right. I caught up on the last like 5 seasons of South Park in the last 3 months or so, hit here and there.
Okay.
And that show has taken some weird turns because of the weird Paramount deal that they did. And then they didn't like want to do a full season for Paramount, so they just did like 1 or 2 specials that were like an hour and a half long instead. It was weird. That thing is so fucked. But this last season I thought was going to be pretty good because it starts off with a episode that basically just completely blasts Trump over and over again, and it's hilarious.
I remember hearing about that when it came out, yeah.
And then they just kind of keep talking about American politics, and I'm like, I don't care about, like, it was funny for the first thing, but like these are some deep cuts of like American like politic people that I don't even know about because I'm not down there, so I don't know like specific names or like who they are, so I don't care about any of this, and I think it suffers because of it a little bit for me, but whatever, I don't know. I still have like a huge backlog of stuff like Andor. I still have Andor to go through.
You didn't watch season 2 of Andor?
Fuck no, I didn't.
Holy smokes.
What else is there? I have a list somewhere here. I can't really find. Oh, I didn't finish Squid Game season 2. Season 3
I don't know
is
if
a
you
thing
need
as
to.
well.
I don't know if you
I
need to
kind of
finish
heard that, so that's kind of what put me off. That's
Andor,
pretty
you
far.
definitely need to watch. You definitely need to watch season 2 of Andor.
What else do we have here? I'm probably going to finish The Chair Company because I'm over halfway through anyway.
Oh, you should definitely finish The Chair Company.
So I don't know if I'm going to finish Only Murders because I just don't give a shit about that season at all. Does it get any better? You watched it, right?
I did. I thought it was still just kind of like fine. Like I don't think Only Murders is ever like bad. It's just not as good as it used to. So
yeah.
I still find that show cozy. But it is
fair.
like I'm on my phone kind of while it's happening.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff. And then, like I said, just a huge backlog of movies that I've had ready to go to watch, but I just haven't. Maybe one day. Too many games.
Yeah, well, that's not slowing down. I guess it is kind of slowing down. We're gonna get into those. Let's do it.
Yeah.
This is the top down perspective for January 8th. I'm Sean Booker.
I'm Paul Fleck.
And just a quick housekeeping. If somehow you didn't know, we did a Game of the Year episode last week.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if you're somehow listening to this episode and you haven't listened to the Game of the Year episode. Just based on like the numbers and the viewer numbers and such, I would be shocked if that person exists. But if somehow you didn't know we did Game of the Year last week, you should go check that out. 3 hours long.
It was fun.
Nathan came and joined us. Always a good time. Won't give any spoilers here, but yeah, go check out that episode. Just watch it for a second time, maybe. You know.
Yeah, true.
All right, Paul, what have you been playing?
So it came up on a list or two, at the game of the year, but like I'm still playing through Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. I think I'm about 20 to 30 hours in now, and I think I'm finally starting to get close to the end of the first area. I heard the second area is just as big, if not a bit bigger, and the third area is a little bit smaller, so I probably have another 60 hours or so probably in that game to go.
Wait, this was brought up during our Game of the Year episode?
It came up on one of my lists.
Oh, I don't even remember that. Okay.
Yeah, it's still really fun, really good. It's scratching that Skyrim Elder Scrolls itch. I've been looking around online about like those types of games, and Scrolls-like, I guess, is what those people call those games now. So I guess it's my favorite Scrolls-like that's come out.
What? No one says that. I have never heard that term.
Reddit people that talk about Scrolls-likes, see, it's already a thing. They use that term.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still really good. That game is going to probably take me all year to finish because it is very big from what I've seen and heard. So, all right. But yeah, it's cool. It's good. That's kind of like all I've been doing. That's been my nighttime game because I don't do screens in the bedroom. So like I play games and stuff to wind down, and then I'll go into the bedroom and like listen to something and go to sleep.
All right. Well, because it's just been, the new year. This is like free time. Like games aren't out yet, so I get to play like teacher's not watching, so I can play whatever I want.
Or all the games are out. If you look at it the other way, every game that came out last year is out. So they're
all out now. I can play whatever I want. I don't have to play anything that's like new or that came out in the last year. Like as far as I'm concerned, the like first 2 to 3 weeks of the new year is like the negative zone. Like anything you do now, it doesn't count.
Right.
So I restarted and went through all of Hades 1.
The better game. Yeah, makes sense.
I don't know if I would say that necessarily. I do like Hades 2 quite a bit, but
I like the weapons in Hades 1 way more. I don't like the weapons in Hades 2. I think that's kind of been my issue with 2 specifically.
Okay. I think it was more just kind of like more special, so it had that kind of going for it as opposed to the sequel.
Sure. Yep.
But I had never like gotten the ending, like credits on it before.
Oh yeah.
In any of my playthroughs. I was like, I should do that. I should get the full ending before I like get the full ending of Hades 2.
Sure. Makes sense.
And I will say, beating the game 10 times really makes you not like a game.
Really? Because I loved every second of it. I was thrilled to get the true ending.
No, like I was having like a pretty great time. Maybe up until like the second or third time I beat it. And then it was just like, all right, here we go again. Let's just do the same thing. Like I'm just going to put a podcast on. I just want to get this over with. To be fair, like I also, I'm not making it harder. I don't want it to be any harder. So I'm not doing the heat levels. I'm just running through it again.
Mm-hmm.
Same weapon that I know I like. Yeah, I don't think I like the beat it 10 times mentality, which I know you have to do that for Hades 2 as well.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that because even though I loved doing it in the first one, I've done it. That game took me like 90 hours to finish everything in it. I'm not going to do that again with Hades 2. I'm just not.
Yeah, I think it's like one of those things where it's like just look it up on a YouTube video to see the true ending.
Sure.
As yeah, just like back to back, it was like, what am I gonna play right now? Well, I should probably do like my daily run of Hades, get this over with. I want this to be put to bed. Because if I didn't do it, then it would be like 2020 for me again, where I got to like the end like once and stopped. And it's like, well, I'm not trying to do the exact same thing again. I was trying to do something different here. So yeah. I did that. I don't have to play Hades anymore, so that's great. So now I'll get, I guess, really into Hades 2 because I got the muscle memory. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. The one thing I gotta say about Hades 2, though, that run changes how that game feels. Like, being able to run in Hades 2 is such a better feel than in 1.
Sure, yeah. That is true. Because otherwise, you're in the first Hades, you're just, like, dodging the whole time, which gets
Dashing
annoying.
all the time. Yep, that's right.
Yeah. All right, so I've also been playing Little Nightmares Enhanced Edition. They put this on Game Pass, and I had kind of always wanted to check these out as a fan of like
Inside and Limbo and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know if I would say this is. I think this is closer to Inside than Limbo. Limbo is more puzzly when I think back on both of those, whereas Inside is more just like walk from the left to the right.
Yeah.
And
don't get killed.
Spooky stuff happens.
Yep.
Don't be seen sometimes. Like there's some minor stealth things, some light puzzle solving, whereas Limbo is a puzzle game.
Yeah.
Like there's like gravity sections, like you are doing puzzles. It's still spooky and whatnot, but you're doing puzzles. Inside is just more like atmospheric. This is definitely more Inside. But I had always wanted to play these, and they released the remake on Game Pass, so I've been playing that.
Yep. How do you like it?
Yeah, it's fine. It's creepy.
Yep.
When you start off, you have an option of 2 different kind of playthroughs. Are you familiar with this?
I mean, I played it when it came out, so I don't remember specifics.
Yeah, I need to like look up what the difference is, because it's like, do you want to play like 6's playthrough, which I think that was the like regular ass playthrough.
Okay.
Based on when I was just kind of like looking up like the achievements of it and whatnot, but then there's like a different kid or person, whatever you are, that you can pick, and I don't really understand what that is. I need to kind of look up, see what the difference really is. But I'm playing 6's playthrough.
Interesting. I don't remember a second player. Wasn't there like, sorry, I'm trying to find an answer here.
You're looking at it
like a DLC that came out after that was a different character?
Maybe. I know it doesn't have its own set of achievements, so that was harder for me to kind of like look through the list. But let's see. Little Nightmares.
Yeah,
let's see, DLC.
Secrets of the Maw DLC. So I think it just includes it, probably, because I think that's another character that you play.
It follows the runaway kid. Okay,
yes.
So I guess it's more levels and stuff. So I guess that's good that I'm playing the 6's.
You get and it's nice that this edition has both of them in there, ready to go.
So I would hope so. Yeah. I don't know. I'm assuming it's also like looks better. I don't really know what it added to it. This is just the one that's on Game Pass.
Sure.
But I want to play this because Reanimal's coming out, and that also looks weird.
Yep.
And
I played the demo for that. It's cool.
Yeah. And then there's like another one. There's another one that was coming out. I think it was shown during the Game Awards or something, but it's like co-op. You were getting chased by like a weird cat worm thing. Maybe it wasn't Game Awards. Maybe it was something before the Game Awards. Does any of this sound familiar?
So there is a Little Nightmares 3 that is co-op that came out last year that nobody talked about. That came out around October, maybe September-ish, sometime there.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought this was a different game. I do know that Little Nightmares 3 is not made by the original developers.
It is not. That's right.
Because they left and they're doing Reanimal.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Under
I'm assuming just the like publisher, something like that. That's the original developer. And then I guess I'm assuming the publisher got to keep the IP, so they found someone else to make Little Nightmares 3. And there's a mobile one that's like Super Little Nightmares or something.
Very, very Little Nightmares. That's also pretty okay. I've played all of them. They're good. They're all similar enough that if you like one, you'll probably like all of them. I didn't play 3 actually. That's not true, because I don't like the idea of a co-op horror game.
Yeah, I don't really know how many of these I'm going to get through. This was just like, because I'm about to go on a trip, I didn't want to start anything big.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to do some like kind of small things. It's also playable on my Ally because of Game Pass.
Right.
So there's that. Here's my gripe of the week. Actually, it's going longer than a week. Here's my current gripe with the Xbox Ally.
Okay.
I am constantly surprised because remember, it's based on whatever's in the Xbox PC storefront, right? That's what you can play on this.
Yep.
I am constantly surprised what games are not on this storefront. And I'm talking like
it's weird
stuff that you would think like, oh, of course they would sell this. It's a PC storefront. How would you not have this game? Let me give you my current list. I'm making a list of things that are shocking me. Okay, any Witcher game.
None of them are on there. Interesting. Wow. Okay.
Okay, here's another one. Disco Elysium.
Is that like a rights thing? Maybe I don't know why that would be
It's
a
on
thing.
Steam. Like what? Look, it's on Xbox. It's on Steam. Why isn't it on the X? Like both of these things
That's
are
so
on
weird.
Xbox. They're on Steam. Okay, here's another one. The recent Final Fantasy Tactics that came out 3 months ago. It's not on the Xbox PC storefront.
Yeah, see, that one makes sense to me. I don't know why. Final Fantasy Tactics never seemed like a PC thing to me, but it should be.
It's on Steam.
Yeah.
Why isn't it on the Xbox PC storefront?
Because Xbox doesn't care about PC. Like, it's there, but they care more still about their console thing.
Is that true? Because they just released a handheld for $1,000.
Yeah, that they didn't make. They just paid a company
storefront
to slap their logo on it. They didn't give a shit about it.
They put it in their Summer Game Fest thing. Like they put some marketing behind it.
Of course, but they didn't put any of their engineering behind it. They literally said, "Hey, ROG, you make the Ally. This is the Xbox thing now," and they're like, "Okay," and they just drove a fucking dump truck of money to them. Why not?
It is wild to me that they just like they're trying to make, obviously they're trying to make like one unified storefront kind of everywhere, right?
Yeah.
We keep getting info of the next PC console hybrid that would have to be kind of this.
Yeah.
Right. It would have to be kind of more PC than it is console. Like it's going to have to basically be the ROG Ally.
Yeah.
But just a box that plugs into your TV.
Yep.
And they're still doing things like we don't have Disco Elysium on it.
On this specific version of this app. Yeah. It has to be.
And like I know the
I
know the easy argument is like, we'll just get the Steam copy. And I'm like, sure, yeah, I'm fine doing that. In fact, it'll probably be cheaper for some reason.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
So it's like Microsoft's just sitting there being like, they're just kind of waving at me as I completely ignore them inside their own house.
Yeah. Boats just sailing away. Weird. But I don't know.
Did Tactics ever show up on Xbox? Final Fantasy Tactics is on Xbox. In fact, I own it on the Xbox, and I would love to play it on my Ally, but Square Enix, much like Ubisoft, doesn't do the Xbox Play Anywhere thing. They're not in the business of giving you 2 copies of your game for the price of 1. So I can't play it on the Ally unless I buy it again through Steam. I can't even buy it again through Xbox PC. Like,
yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You're taking, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back with every time with this thing. And what's really frustrating is I love playing games on it because it's so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And it has so much of my library, but then it has just like these weird omissions that are, in my opinion, are inexcusable. Like, it's 2025. You don't have any Witcher game. What are you doing? Like,
it's
these
fucking
are
crazy.
Disco Elysium. These are massive games. Why would you not? This is the company that said, "Oh man, Baldur's Gate 3 is blowing up. We need to break our rule of having like gameplay parity between the Series X and S." But we don't have any Witcher games on our storefront.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Tactics just came out 3 months ago. Like, it's not even a thing where it can be like, well, Sean, you keep mentioning old games. Maybe they're doing better. Maybe they're just like, maybe they drew a line in the sand and said, from now on, we're going to have all the games. 3 months old. It's 3 months old, and Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, is not on their storefront.
Yeah, it's odd to me.
Yeah.
It has to be contractual or rights associated somehow, but I don't know why or how.
Well, okay, let's look something up. Like, you're saying they have a contract with Steam to be the only PC storefront? That's what you're thinking, maybe?
No, I'm saying obviously Square is like, okay, we'll sell you the rights to sell it only on console because we want to.
But it's on Steam.
Yeah, so I don't know. I have no idea.
And I'm wondering if it's on Epic.
Or they wanted to charge Xbox twice. It's like, well, there's 2 storefronts, console and PC, so you're gonna pay us double the royalties or something. They're like, fuck you. Why would we do that? It's the same game. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
It also goes against Xbox's whole thing about like, we're gonna meet the players where they are. Yeah. What are you talking about? You don't have Disco Elysium, a game that over the holidays was $4 on Steam.
That's a good deal. God damn.
Right? Like, what are you talking about?
Man, what a good storefront. They have it and it's cheap.
You know what they should have done? You know what they
Yeah.
should have done? Xbox is when everyone was banning horses, they should have swung in there and been like, welcome to your new home, horses. The Xbox PC store.
Now on Game Pass. Yeah.
Now on Game Pass. Holy shit. That would have been absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
If,
that would have been
like,
good.
a day after all those stories went up, like, they just swung a deal. They're like, we need this to happen on Game Pass. Day one release. It's in the day one section of their advertising.
Oh my god. Big bold letters right on when you open the app.
I'm talking the treatment. I don't know if you know this, but when there's like a major game on Game Pass, they will, and you launch your Xbox, they will give you a full page thing saying, hey, did you know Call of Duty is out on Game Pass?
Sure,
Press this button and you'll be playing. They did it with like Outer Worlds 2 as well. I'm talking horses.
Yeah.
You launch the console. Horses available right now. You can get it. You don't even have to install it. You can cloud stream it right now. You could be playing horses in 20 seconds.
Too hot for Steam.
Because you're a Game Pass
Click
Ultimate
here.
subscriber. That's yeah. God, that would have been amazing.
Oh, that
You would have gotten so much goodwill. And yeah.
And a lot of angry mothers calling, probably. What the hell are you playing?
Yeah, that's also true.
Oh man, that's so good.
All right, let's talk about some news. Not a ton of big stuff has been happening. And this is also some of them are a few weeks old. We haven't obviously done news for close to 3 weeks at this point.
Yeah.
With the holidays and the Game of the Year episode, but probably the biggest news is that it seems like Wolfenstein 3 is in development at Machine Games.
Yeah, I saw this. That's interesting. That's fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
this
I love
arguably,
those Wolfenstein games.
Based on like all the news happening in 2026, which is a very dour, low bar, this might be the best news of the year so far.
It's only been 1 week. How has it only been 1 fucking week? Crazy.
But yeah, Wolfenstein 3. It hasn't been confirmed, but apparently Machine Games is working on it. This was a post over at Windows Central. And again, like no real info, just that they are working on it.
Yeah, just kind of like, hey, Wolfenstein isn't dead. Like we are focusing on that now or something like that. That's good.
I mean, they just did Indiana Jones, so I guess they are looking for another game, and that'd be great.
Yep.
And it seemed like it had been so long since 2, and then there was the New Blood.
Yeah, I never played that one.
Blood?
Something like that. Young Blood?
It's not
maybe?
Young Blood, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad, but it's pretty forgettable.
Yeah.
Young Blood. It even says this in this article. It was
a
spin-off
like his
co-op
daughters or
game.
Something, right?
But the weirdest thing, his twin daughters, yeah. The weirdest thing about it is that it took place after a theoretical Wolfenstein 3. Like they referenced like BJ defeating Hitler and stuff in it. And it was like, none of that happened. What are you talking about?
Weird. Huh. Okay. That's kind of fun. That's cool.
But I mean, if anyone hasn't played those first 2 games, now's a great time to do it. Honestly, in 2026, now's a great time to play Wolfenstein 1 and the new Colossus, I think. Yeah, that was the second one.
Yeah, those are good games. They're fun.
Yeah, they're so fun, so cool. I can't wait for this. Hopefully, I'm assuming we'll get some showing of it around Summer Game Fest time.
Yeah.
All right, on to some bad news. Ubisoft has closed its Halifax studio, and the interesting part about this is that they unionized about a week before the closing.
Interesting. What did the Halifax studio do? Does it say here?
Yeah, it does. It did when I saw the announcement. I'm seeing where it was like mobile games, I believe. See if this article says the 2 game. There was it was a like
Assassin's Creed
Six...
Rebellion. Is that it?
There was 2. I thought there was a Siege thing as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of
Assassin's Creed Rebellion, a free-to-play strategy RPG that launched in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember what the other one. I thought there was like two titles when I first saw the announcement, but this specific article is not mentioning it. I actually
Gotcha.
didn't know they had a studio in Halifax.
Yeah, I didn't know. I had no idea.
But they had been part
That
of
sucks.
the they had just recently formed a union with around 60 workers signing up to the Game and Media Workers Guild of Canada. Ubisoft claims the decision to close Halifax was made well before the employees announced that they're unionizing. But
Yeah, I'm sure it was
I don't know.
probably like months ago, and then they
Yeah,
just
I don't
didn't
know.
do
I
it.
don't know.
No, I'm
Not
pretty
not a good
sure.
look, that's for sure.
I'm pretty sure they just didn't want to lay everybody off on Christmas, and they just waited for the new year. They probably were planning it for like at least since like November-ish, I would assume.
I'm thinking when they unionized or when they caught word of unionizing, they were like, you know what? I think this is the last straw.
No,
Let's
I
just
think they saw
shelve it.
that they're not making money, and then they're like, "Yeah, let them unionize. They're not going to be around in a
I mean,
week anyway."
the game had been running since 2018. It must have been making some money.
I doubt it. Ubisoft
7
in
years.
particular
You don't just keep a studio going for 7 years. That's in the
Ubisoft
black
has
year after year.
definitely done the like, well, we just got to try to keep making money somehow. They definitely do that. I think Ubisoft is dead in like a year or two. I think that company's just
I don't
dead.
know about that. That seems pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
You're keep in mind you're talking about the developer behind Skull and Bones.
Yeah, that's true. Quadruple A.
It's the first quadruple A title.
That's true. Yeah, they do have that under their belt. Also, Mythic Quest.
Sure. Isn't that finished or canceled or
Yeah,
ended?
I think that's done. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Over on Nvidia, reportedly they're bringing back the 30 series in the first quarter of 2026 to tackle the current gen GPU and memory shortages. Paul, what do you think?
This is crazy. It's bad out there, I guess. I didn't realize it was that bad that they're like, we got to do something. Holy shit.
Like, you think they're just sitting on like a whole bunch of them? And
Yeah, could be.
We got to raise prices on the 50 and 40 series out of everyone's hands. We can sell some of these.
Does it say if they're like increasing the price or something? Like, are you still going to pay like 300% of what a 3060 should be? Probably, right?
Doesn't mention anything about the prices.
Yeah.
I'm assuming these would have to be cheaper.
Yeah.
Probably more expensive than what they used to be.
Yeah, for sure.
They could do it. Apparently, the 30 series is still the most popular graphics card as far as like that Steam survey that comes out each year.
That's interesting.
A lot of people are sitting on this one.
That's interesting.
Makes me feel good. Probably you that upgraded just before this.
Yeah, well, I upgraded on the first scare, right? Where it's like, tariffs are happening. Oh, no. And then nothing happened for like half a year. I'm glad.
And then I upgraded like half a year and a half ago-ish, something like that, I think.
Yeah, semi-recently.
Just because it was time.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm in the. I think I have a 4060. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty surprising that the 3060s are coming back.
Yeah. If Nvidia were to reintroduce, they should be doing so at an attractive price point below $200 US. Fair. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, there's a difference between should and what they will do.
Yeah.
All right. Probably one of the craziest stories that happened over the holidays. Super depressing as well. Vince Zampella, game developer behind Call of Duty. This was kind of like the head of like Call of Duty 4. He went on and started Respawn. He was like the head of Apex. He was most recently brought back further into EA and was heading up Battlefield, the most recent Battlefield that just came out. Hugely influential creative lead.
Yeah.
Tragically died in a car accident over the holidays.
Yes.
Dude was in his 50s.
Yeah.
55 specifically.
There's a video of the crash as well.
Yeah, I'm not looking that up, but I have heard it is very easy to like see what happened.
Yep.
So if you are looking up information on this, just tread carefully.
There, I will say there's no, you can't see him or his passenger, and there's no blood or anything like that. You just see a car going way too fast, smash into a fucking thing at an extremely high speed, and you just like look at it and you're like, oh yeah, they're dead, like instantly. That's crazy.
Right. To make things worse, there was also like a passenger in there.
Yeah.
But just like, I mean, the whole thing is tragic, but just kind of from like the game side of it, hugely influential guy.
Yeah.
I had never met him. I'm sure I've been in the same room as him, having gone to like the Game Awards and Summer Game Fest. But just from like hearing other people talk on podcasts about meeting him, sounds like he was an upstanding dude, and just, you know, made some incredible games. Like I said, Call of Duty 4, the Titanfall franchise, heading the Star Wars Jedi franchise. Like he was the head of all those companies that did that, and just gone at such a crazy young age. Just kind of what an insane story to read that this happened over the holidays.
Yeah, for sure.
55. Tragic.
Yeah, pretty young.
And then this last story, just a quick one here, is Nintendo announced the first new colors for the Switch 2 Joy-Cons.
Oh, okay. I didn't see this.
So that was this morning. They're a light purple and a light green. Much like the launch Joy-Cons, the color part is on the kind of inside and under the analog stick. So that means if you plug it into the system, you will barely get to see the colors.
Yeah, I just looked over at my Switch here and I'm like, oh yeah, you barely see those anyway.
Which, like, it's crazy. I remember when they announced the Switch 2 and it was like, oh, so it's basically gray. Like the first Switch, the colors were on like the outside. You're kind of hiding the colors. And then the next set of colors, you're hiding them again. What are you doing? These are like the worst ways to like make new colored controllers. This would be almost as bad if it was like, trust us, the inside is a different color.
Yeah, it's true. I like that purple. That's a nice purple.
I like both these colors. I'll never see them. Like I'll never see them.
Yep. That's true.
Like, when are you gonna see them? As pointed out in the chat, mouse mode. Okay, I don't ever do that. Like I never do mouse mode. And then there's like the holding them separately, which I know you're a big fan of. I don't do that either though.
Yeah, but I don't look at my hands. Like it's still like I wouldn't see them really.
Well, I mean, you could then say that about any colored controller. I'm not looking at my hands.
No, because you're looking at your hands in handheld mode, like all the time. They're right there. But like if I'm sitting here like this, I'm not looking down like this, right? Like at my hands.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. So in handheld mode, like you don't get the cool, what was it, red and blue, I guess originally? And it was kind of like iconic, right?
There was a whole bunch of different colors.
No, I mean the original colors. Like they were iconic for that thing. So yeah.
And then we all got the best actual color combo, the purple and orange.
Purple orange, that's right.
Yeah, that's the best one. But instead it's just kind of like a little surprise, like a little tease. Like, oh, if you hold left on the analog stick, there's a little purple in there. Look at that. A little secret.
Little tease.
Yeah, but come on, like make the whole thing a different color. What are you doing? Anyways, if you want to buy these, they're $100.
Yeah, actually, Homer brought up what I was gonna say: console lingerie. Just a little peek.
Yeah. I mean, it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Like, I guess we have technically made progress, but it's odd because you guys were making better progress 4 years ago.
Trying too hard to be sleek or something. It's like, no, be weird, gaudy, and like stand out. That's good.
Honestly, just get the Pro Controller. That thing rocks. It's so comfortable. All right. That's your news. Let's do some questions. topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Blue Sky, the Discord channel, or Claire's PO Box. Oh, by the way, Claire's not here, just in case you didn't notice.
True.
She hasn't just been quiet the whole time. I think she's at Magfest.
Magfest. Yep.
Which I think is already happening.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
They had a Claire.
Yeah.
All right, first question from Suku Suku. What video game sounds give you PTSD?
Sonic drowning, that do. Holy shit. I hate that thing so much.
Okay. Sure. I didn't even think about that because it's been like probably 2 decades since I heard that
Since
sound.
you play it. Yeah. It's iconic.
I'm trying to think, like I mean, Hey Listen, Navi from Ocarina of Time, that's a pretty bad one.
Uh-huh.
Then again, like again, it's probably been 2 decades since I heard that sound.
Sure. It's pretty rare these days, yeah. To have like a sound that I hear enough, I guess.
Yeah, like repeatedly enough.
Yeah.
The other thing is like it's rare that I've heard a sound, like I've played a game long enough to like really clocked that sound because I'm moving on from games so often.
Mm-hmm.
And then any game that I am playing enough of that, because it's like modern days, they get patched every week, and it's pretty rare that they would allow, if I'm finding it annoying, I'm sure there's tons of people on Reddit finding it annoying, and they'll just patch that out immediately before like I even notice.
Yep, for sure. Trying to think of anything other, because I play a bunch of like horror games, and those are usually like a sound would be associated with an enemy when you go into an area, but I can't think of like of a specific one. You know what I mean? Like a specific sound or anything. Because every game has like something that when you hear it, you're kind of like, oh, that sucks or something, but maybe not PTSD where I think about it.
I'm trying to think if there's anything in Hades, because I just played through it 10 times in a row.
Oh yeah, sure.
But I can't even think of a lot of like sounds that you kind of hear repeatedly.
Yeah.
Like from bosses or whatever. And again, like I said, like in that second half of the runs, it was like I have a podcast going.
A podcast on.
Listening.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally. I agree.
So I don't think so.
Yeah. Rasterman7 writes, what's the longest soundtrack you've listened to in its entirety? Note, games you haven't played yet count. Note 2, you can count those games where you've listened to the soundtrack while playing the game itself. Note 3, the soundtrack can include tracks from other games, Smash, for example. Note 4, length in this case measures time, so the longest soundtrack takes into account the sum of the times of its tracks.
In its entirety, so like, does it have to be like one sitting, or just I've listened to the entire soundtrack?
Honestly, he should give a note for that.
I would assume it's just that you've listened to everything at some point. You've listened to the whole thing. So by default, I would assume for me that would be like Smash Bros. Melee, just because I played so many hours of that, I must have heard every song.
Sure.
And that one would have a lot. I think it's pretty rare that I've actually like put a soundtrack on my like phone to listen to, and last time I did that was probably like Shatter, the PS3 game.
Sure. Yep.
But if it's just like, did you check the boxes? Did you listen to every song? I'm assuming it's gonna be Melee.
So, Final Fantasy VII, I have listened to that full soundtrack multiple times on like digitally, not the actual discs or whatever, and that's 4 discs long. Same with Final Fantasy X. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything because some of these songs are like a minute long because they're tracks from the game, right? And they just loop infinitely for some parts, so they just put in like a couple minutes. So I couldn't tell you, but it's probably one of those just based on the fact that it's 4 discs worth.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything else comes to mind. I don't think so. I listened to a lot of the DJ Hero soundtracks.
Okay.
But because those were on my phone for a long time, but it was also just the songs I liked, so it wouldn't have been like the entire soundtrack. So maybe that doesn't count.
Soundtrack for Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game by Anamanaguchi. I've listened to that through many times.
That one's pretty good. I mean, I went to the concert where like the anniversary concert where they played it live. Still have the poster on my wall, literally above my monitors. That was awesome. That's
a great soundtrack, that game.
Yeah, that was cool. All right, Phantom Aegis writes, "What's the longest your hair has ever gotten? If you can't give an exact centimeter or inches, you can say it reached my shoulders or stomach. Stomach, yeah, no."
Yeah, that's crazy. I did know a girl with hair that went down to her butt, basically. In when
I've
we
seen that
were
every now and then.
younger.
That's a lot of hair. I couldn't
That's a
do it.
lot of hair. That seems like it would get
Longest.
really hot.
It seems like it would just get in everything.
That too. Yep, that too.
Um, and everywhere. As someone who has had many a female roommate, like
Yeah.
there's just hair.
Oh, that hair is
all over the place.
freaking
They
everywhere.
have so much hair. Yeah.
You'd be better off getting a cat or a dog.
Not that long. What's the longest I've had? Like
Did you ever have like
bangs
a
down to
bowl
like
cut
my
or something?
maybe.
Yeah.
I never had a bowl cut, but I mean, I had like swoopy bangs,
Okay.
in high school, and I think those got down to like my cheekbones, but that was just like the bangs part. I
Mm.
have never had long hair.
Yeah. When I was much, much younger, I had hair that were in dreads down to my shoulders. So that's the longest. That's the longest. Yep.
Rough. That's
Yeah.
oh man.
That was
I don't know if I can support that.
close to, yeah, I don't care. That was close to 25 years ago. That's a different lifetime ago. That was so long ago that I bet a good portion of the people that listening right now weren't even born.
Yep. Holy smokes. All right. No, can't say I ever did that.
Ace is saying knees? You've had your hair down to your knees? That's insane.
That is ridiculous. That's what are you doing?
Shit.
What are you doing?
That is crazy.
Okay.
Man, the upkeep on that. Good Lord.
Well, part of me wonders if there is any upkeep. Or have you
I
just
see.
stopped? You've just given up.
Yeah, I guess. Like, are you actually going out to like the grocery store, or are you in a tunnel because your mother locked, or a tower because your mother locked you in there, and you're trying to find somebody to climb
That's a great
up
point.
and save
Great,
you?
that's a great point. Yep.
Yeah. Man, that's
Alcor writes,
crazy.
"Who's your favorite video game couple?"
First thing that Nate and Elena is the first thing that came to mind.
Oh, from Uncharted. Didn't
Yeah.
even think of that. Okay.
First
Sure.
thing.
That's a good one. Trying to think that many couples that aren't just like
Marcus and Dom.
side characters. Marcus and Dom. Oh yeah.
Best couple.
Um
Mario and Yoshi. It's an abusive
Mario and
relationship right there. I don't know if I agree.
Nate and Elena are a great answer because they're like both badasses, and you get to like play as them both in various games. I mean, can I say like, well, I guess what's the definition of a couple? Because can I say like Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter,
Yeah.
or is that getting away from the like couple? Like, is the spirit of question? Is it like a romantic couple?
You know what? I assumed so, which is why
Then I
that's
could
where
almost
my
just
mind
be
went.
like Kratos and his magic axe.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah.
So
I don't-
I feel like the question is more interesting if you narrow it to romantic couple.
That's what I assumed, but you're right. It doesn't say specifically. But yeah, that's what I assumed.
Yeah, let's narrow it to that.
What are more couples in general?
That's what I'm saying. Like all the ones coming to my head are just like the parents of the protagonist, and they're like barely in it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Nate and Elena, that's a really good one. And and again, I think it helps that you can play as both of them as opposed to just like, oh, you play as like one of them and the other one is just kind of like in danger or like a help character or something like that.
Oh, you were talking about The Witcher earlier. Geralt and Yennefer are kind of fun together.
Okay, sure.
Man, I can't think of any. Are Mario and like Peach a couple? I can't even tell.
I think there are a couple. Yeah.
Okay. Are they
And the
good
unfortunate part is the games where you get to play as Peach are bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like her game, it's unfortunate that her games are bad.
That's fair. Yeah. Man, we're not even seeing a lot in the chat. Like, why is it so hard to think of couples in video games?
I gotta Google this.
Are there any standout couples? I was talking about Final Fantasy, like Titus and Yuna.
Okay, from this is the AI answer. They have Cloud and Tifa, or / Aerith.
Well, yeah, that's where my mind was going. Is like for me, it was always Cloud and Aerith.
Titus and Yuna, Link and Zelda. There's like a picture one that they have, and in the picture they have the they have the Geralt and Yennefer ones you had mentioned.
Okay, they're fun.
They have the two characters from It Takes Two. Which, that's not a bad answer because that whole game is about the fact that they're a couple.
Yeah, I just didn't even think about It Takes Two.
Yeah, so sure. I didn't think about it. And then you got Ellie and the girl from the DLC.
Oh,
the first Left of Us, the Left Behind DLC. I think it's called Left Behind.
Yeah, it is. I don't remember that girl's name.
I forget her name.
Oh, what about Ellie and Dina? I don't think they're a great couple, to be honest, but whatever. They are a couple.
Well, that is what was making me think of like it's nice that Nate and Elena are both playable because I don't think you ever play as Dina.
No, you don't.
He's just like pretty sure in trouble or something.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good one. Bayek and Aya from Assassin's Creed Origins. And you do play as both of them. That's a pretty good one.
Okay. That's pretty good. There's probably a bunch of RPG ones that I either never played or just can't think of.
Oh, here's one. You don't play as Marin, but Cal and Marin from the Jedi series. I actually thought that was like a really good relationship, especially in the second game.
Okay.
Again, you don't play as Marin, but yeah, I thought there was like actual chemistry and stuff going on between them.
Oh yeah, Mass Effect. Anytime you're with Garrus is pretty dope. Garrus is awesome. What a cool
me
character.
And Garrus. There's your
me
power
and Garrus.
Couple.
Power couple. Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay. Final question comes from Thomas, who writes, since Cyberpunk 2077 was 75% off briefly yesterday on Switch 2, and many people are getting the console for Christmas. This must have been weeks ago that this was written in.
It was like a price error where they sold it for like $17, and then they honored it for anyone who picked it up.
Wow, that's kind of cool. Many people are getting the console for Christmas. It might be the most pre-purchased game for a console since Breath of the Wild. What are some games you've purchased before having the console it's playable on, and how long did you have to wait to play them?
I mean, back in my day, you could get Cyberpunk for $5 when it launched.
That's right. Man, that game just has nothing but errors associated.
Do you remember when PlayStation took it off the storefront?
Yep.
Something it has never done before?
Yep. Has it done it since? Or is that still like the only one that they've done?
Well, there was Concord.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm curious about the thought. It might be the most pre-purchased game for a console since Breath of the Wild. Yeah, what else could even be in that category? Because in the actual question, what are some games you've purchased for having the console? The one time I have ever done that was Breath of the Wild for the Wii.
Okay. Yep.
And I mean, the only reason I did that is I believe the GameCube version came out later. Otherwise, I probably would have just gotten the GameCube version. But it was also kind of just like I was so set that I'm going to play this. It's like I know I will have a Wii one day, and I think I got a Wii like 3 months later. I have never bought a game for a console I didn't have since then. I've also bought every console since then, either on day one or gotten it sent to me 2 weeks before it launched.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever bought a game before the console?
I surely have, but I can't think of when or why I
I
would
think it's
have.
also it's less relevant every year as we
Yeah,
start buying just more and more digitally.
totally.
Like we don't have to worry about, oh, and then I won't have it in time, or I won't have to. I'll go out to the store and pick it up. I don't want to have to do that. I want to be ready.
Yeah,
Um, that's just not an issue now. Like I have access to every game ever made from because I have good internet.
yeah. Um, I don't know that this necessarily, like, I guess it counts, but it kind of doesn't. So back in the PlayStation 1 days, before I had one, I knew I was getting one soon, but a buddy of mine was trying to get rid of a few PlayStation games he had, so he just sold me like a fistful of them for like $30 or something. So I was like, yeah, like why wouldn't I do this? I know I'm getting
How
a
did you know you were going
PlayStation
to get one soon?
because I might have figured out what I was getting for a gift.
Oh.
So,
All right.
yeah. But like, I don't know that necessarily counts because like I had it, but I didn't own it. You know what I mean? It was in the house, but I wasn't given it.
I mean, I think that counts. Because you got some games before you could like
Play
play the
them.
console before. Yeah, I think that counts. Sure.
They weren't
But
great
anyways,
games, but
back to the extra question I kind of added on there. Can you think of any other game that would be like that? So it would have to be a launch game, basically, right? Or
yeah.
well, I guess it wouldn't have to be if you're buying this like later in the series, in like the generation. But
Yeah.
I don't really understand what situation you would be in where you were like this, the PlayStation 3 has been out for 2 years, but I'm not buying it for another 4 months, but I'll buy this game right now. Like I don't quite understand that.
I mean, it would have to be self-inflicted, right? Like you're choosing to buy the game even though you don't have the console, not that you're forced to, really. And yeah, like I don't know why you'd do that necessarily, but it's a thing you
The
could
only thing
do.
I can think of is it's long ago or enough in the past or whatever, or maybe it's even something modern where you're buying like old hardware that it's hard to find, but you're like, I know one day I'll have a DS and I never had a DS, but I'm going to buy Professor Layton 1 so that I'm ready to play it. So it's, I don't know, these are
Hmm.
definitely niche scenarios.
Yeah,
Um
like buying like a box of stuff at a garage sale and some games in there are for a console you don't have or something. Like I guess that's
sure. Yeah. In terms of like what possibly could enough people be in the situation, it would have to be like a launch and I can't think of
yeah,
like a bigger launch game than Breath of the Wild.
sure. Buying a buying on PC that can't run it. I mean,
I ask, why buy it until like buy it once it can run, and you'll probably save like $20.
yeah, and these days you buy it, try to run it, it doesn't run, you just refund it. And it seems like, yeah, okay. We get it. It's fine. Yeah.
Another issue I don't think you're going to be able to beat Breath of the Wild is that like launch lineups are usually always really bad these days. Like I think that the era
Yeah.
of having like a great lineup of like 15 games you couldn't get anywhere else is just never going to happen again. Because even look at like the Switch 2's lineup.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the worst launch lineups in my opinion, because there was like 3 exclusive games, one of
Welcome Tour
which
is
was
pretty
Welcome
great.
Tour, a game I like.
Yeah. Yep.
It was like that Mario Kart
Yep.
and there was like a racing game that was like a Wipeout clone.
Yes, that's right. I don't remember the name of it.
I forget what it is as well, but I'm pretty sure those were the only like exclusive games. Everything else was like stuff I could have played on my Xbox several years ago, like
Right.
Cyberpunk, like Street Fighter
Yep.
6. Um,
Yep.
Fast
Like,
Fusion in the chat. Thank you for reminding me. I
hmm.
just, yeah, like even if we go one generation back, like if we look at Series X and PS5, what were the console exclusives? Astro's Playroom,
Sure. It's a great game.
Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Great game. Yep. Good.
Is that it for PlayStation 5? Returnal, was that a launch game? If not, it was close,
It
but
was
I don't remember who it
close.
was. And then on the Xbox side, I think there was even less. I think it was I think Like a Dragon.
Oh, right, the remake of Demon Souls, which was also very good.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, I think that's
Oh, and people are in the chat are
it.
saying Spider-Man Miles Morales on PS4. Okay, so that doesn't even count then.
True. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's
And
right.
they're saying
It
Returnal was April, so that was not a launch game. And then for Series X, I think it was even less. I think it was like just Like a Dragon, and I can't remember what else would have been a launch title for that. Oh yeah, it must be Breath of the Wild by a long shot.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for writing in questions. If you want to write in questions next week, it's topdownperspective at gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Blue Sky, the Discord channel, or Claire's P.O. Box. Paul, what is your game of the week?
Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon.
Mine is Hades 1.
Nice.
That's going to do it.
From the past.
Thanks, everyone. See you next week.
Bye.